Shaum Shraum Praladaridayalabam Bhaktavidya Vidaranam Saradinduruchin Bande Parindra Varanam Harim Om Namo Bhagavate Narasinghaya Namaste Jasta Jasya Vidavirbhava Vajranaka Vajradamstra Karmashayan Randaya Randaya Tamograsa Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Abhayam Atmani Bhuyishta Om Shraum Om Svastiyastu Vishwasya Kala Prasidatam Dhyayantu Bhutani Shivam Mitodya Manascha Bhadram Bhajata Dadakshaye Avishyatam Namatira Haituki Tvayi Om Namo Bhagavate Narasinghaya Namaste Jasta Jasya Viravirvava Vajranaka Vajradamshta Karma Shayan Randaya Randaya Tamo grasa grasa om swaha abhayam abhayam atmani bhuyishta om shraum om svastiyastu vishwasya kala prasidatam dhyayantu bhutani shivam mitodya manascha bhadram bhajata dadakshaye avishyatam namatira haituki tvayi Shri Shri Prahlad Singh Bhagwan ki jai. Okay, bist du bereit, Thakur? Super, thank you very much. So next slide. So we are a community, and the whole idea of our community is, of course, to grow spiritually. And the process of self-realization, it's called in the Bhakti tradition as the process of taking care of the Bhakti Lata. So the Bhakti Lata is the small plant, the small creeper of bhakti, which starts with a small seed. And so the whole purpose of our community is, spiritually speaking, to grow spiritually. But of course also we are a farm community, so we also literally grow many, many plants. Hare Krishna. Next slide. So short info about Simhachalam. So this place is the oldest Krishna temple in Germany, Hare Krishna Temple, ISKCON Temple in Germany. It was established in 1979. It was basically an extension of the original temple, which was near Frankfurt, which Srila Prabhupada himself visited in 1974. And when this temple was dissolved, 3 temples were established, a big farm community here, a temple in Heidelberg, and also a temple in Zurich. And 3 years later, we had the installation of Sri Sri Prahlad Lakshmana Singhadev, a very special murti which came from Kerala, from South India, and was installed in a very traditional manner. It was actually the first deity in ISKCON which was installed completely according to the Agama Shastras. And therefore we have a very unique, very traditional style of worship here. And the deities are Sri Sri Prahlad Lakshmana Singhadev, and we have many regular yagyas, pujas, abhishekams, etc. So here for this project we have 16 main departments that cover all the main areas that we have to, that we need basically. And currently you could say that 2/3 of this departments are properly covered, and 1/3 falls back on the main management. So, but I'm very happy that we have, in this year we had 3 new families move in here. So we have more and more growing team. And here are some of the faces. You might already know some of them. Kannst du zum nächsten gehen? Zum nächsten. We have Ramananda Gopal Prabhu, who is our head priest, and his good wife Gopi Gita Mataji. They're running the temple shop. We have Balaram Prana, Purusha Simha, who are respectively doing European projects and also maintenance of the property. We have Sri Paramahamsa Gora with his family, who's taking care of the kitchen. And we have Brian, who is currently in India. And ourselves, myself, my good wife. Without her, I literally could not carry the weight of this responsibility. Next. and a few other devotees involved with cow protection, like Manju Krishna. And we have also have a new family now from the UK and Bulgaria who have moved in, Rama Govinda and his wife. And Venurati, we have Vedasara with book distribution, Munindra Gana who's taking care of the ashram, Brahmachari ashram, and Subal Gopal Prabhu managing the accommodation and now also the service allocation. So next one. We have, this is not up to date actually, we have already eight families now on the property, and many other families and congregations surrounding us. Next one. So in the surrounding area also many other devotees who are regularly coming to our place. Next one. So our idea is to serve. This is the whole motivation of those devotees or families who are serving here. We have a blissful, in some ways, a simple lifestyle, but at the same time we have, of course, a mission which binds us together, and is very powerful to have a community where you have the same vision, the same mission. So then a few things that we offer. Next. So we have some samskaras that especially our head priest, Ramananda Gopal Prabhu, is offering. Any samskaras from before marriage, after marriage, child, haircutting ceremony, annaprasana, all kind of different samskaras we are offering. Then we also have some daily sevas that you can support, like the different aratis or different food offerings that are done daily. Next one. Next one. So this is a community revolving around agriculture and simple living. And Srila Prabhupada coined this motto or logo, mission motto, which says simple living and high thinking. So that's the whole idea of living in the countryside, to have a life more natural, more connected to nature, but at the same time following very, you could say, deep ideas, a deep commitment to the Bhakti tradition. And in this connection, many, you could say, thinkers of modern times also have realized that the more the people act locally but think globally is better than the way around. When people think locally, they're very selfish for their own location and are acting globally, exploiting different parts of the world. So our idea is to, be active here locally, but at the same time in spirit. For example, we are connected to very strongly to India, for example, while we are very active here locally. So one of the key parts of this is, of course, our Goshala, our cow protection project, and we currently have 7 animals on site, 5 cows, 2 oxen, and our cows have now started giving milk. So currently during the week we are self-sufficient with milk. We have around 20 liters of milk we have every day, and the ultimate idea is that we can cover all our needs, but also offer ahimsa milk products for all the devotees and congregations, and maybe some temples also in the surrounding areas. Because of course, even milk is amrita, it's nectar, it's very nutritious, and many things can be made out of milk. Especially ghee is very much relevant in all the traditional cooking and also all the ceremonies that we perform, the lamps, the yajnas that we offer. If you buy milk from industrial sources, or even if it's organic, we know that actually it's not ahimsa, it's not fully free of violence. Our understanding is, of course, that if we offer this milk to Krishna, there still will be some benefit for those cows. But the ideal is, of course, if we have our own. And Srila Prabhupada very often emphasized producing our own vegetables, own grains, own milk is 1,000 times better than anything we can get from outside. So this is our aim, and we this year already have managed to have more milk, and in the future we are planning to expand also the herd. Next is. So we have a very active group of young, dedicated brahmacharis, monks, who live just above the temple here on the top floor. There's a very dedicated brahmachari ashram. They go on book distribution, Harinam Sankirtan. They're very dedicated to their studies, and so we're very happy to have this, active part of Varnashrama. So in Varna Ashrama, it's not complete if there are no brahmacharis. Brahmacharis are the foundation, and you could say the legs, of the ashrama purusha. And many local events we also have started now. We do regularly programs in Passau also. So the students from Passau always will meet us there in the Fußgängerzone, next to the big lions in front of the bank. So next is. And many traditional festivals from the Vaishnava calendar. We, of course, celebrate, especially Narasingha Chaturdasi is a big festival for us. Next year it will be on the 8th of May. So the festival will start on the 7th and will go until the 12th of May. Or maybe Chatur is on the 12th. I'm not sure, but it's in the beginning of May. And this is the biggest festival we have. We have around 500 to 800 people visiting here. Kannst du das nächste machen? There we have many amazing kirtans. We have a big festival tent, dramas, yajnas, a Maha Abhishekam, and also, like you can see in the upper right corner there, we have a very unique, very sweet sandesh and burfi outfit or vesha for the Lord every year, along with many other amazing outfits. Next is. Then the second biggest festival is Brahmotsavam, is the installation or birth, you could say, of the deity. It's always the day after Radhastami, which is usually in September or August. Then next is. Then our third biggest festival is the Sankirtan Festival or New Year Festival, which will be this year from the 28th until the 1st of January, where we, of course, celebrate New Year, but more especially we actually celebrate the book distribution marathon. So ISKCON has a very strong reputation and tradition of distributing books. So we go out to the street and we present the Bhagavad Gita, the Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and many other related books to the public, and we distribute many, many books. So throughout the year in Germany, we distribute around 80,000 books, and in this 1 month of December, usually we distribute between 20 to 30,000 books. So that's this room twice full of books, which are distributed, every year. And the Simhachalam, our Simhachalam temple has been the leading temple in book distribution since many, many years. So probably 2/3 of all the books that are distributed in Germany are distributed by our community. And this is celebrated in New Year. We have devotees also from Czech Republic, from Slovakia, from Swiss, from Austria, and we all come together and celebrate this European Sankirtan Festival. And next year it's promising to be bigger. We will have devotees from Paris and also from Italy. Next is. So now we'll show a few things that we have achieved so far. Next is. So one very big milestone is installation of a solar power plant on the big roof of the barn. It was waiting for many years to finally have solar panels, and it's of course a great addition. It can cover around 70 to 80% of our energy needs, and a little bit further down you will see why this is very important. So we're very grateful for a very generous donor who donated this solar plant. Hare Krishna. Then the male ashram is finalized. It's very nice. We have also very nice painting, like you can see here, which was done by a Czech artist, Shamakund. And so the accommodation for the male residents just up here, it's like you could say properly equipped, new and properly insulated. It was started by Gormohan, I don't know how many years ago, 5 years ago. And just some final touches are only missing, but it's basically finished. And one of the next big projects we need to do is the same for the ladies ashram. It also is in need of an extension and renovation. Then we have European projects funded by the European Union. We have all kinds of different long-term, short-term volunteering, team volunteering, solidarity projects which are local, and this is subsidized by the European Union to promote mobility between young people in Europe and also all the surrounding areas of Europe. So if you are especially between 18 and 30, you might be eligible. If you have an address in Germany or Europe, you can participate in these projects which are offered here regularly. This is a team volunteering activity. Next one. We build a pizza oven and all kinds of different activities related with kirtan, etc. So yes, if you're interested, get in touch. Shri Shri Prahlad Lakshmana Sangare Bhagavan Ki Jai. So next is some more pictures of the team volunteering. One more. This is from Women Sangha. We basically had two parallel European projects that we just finished a week ago. One was dedicated for one whole year for the ladies of the local community and one also for the boys. Dann nochmal zwei weiter. Genau. Challenges and obstacles, which always will be there. So, machst du das nächste? So, the main thing that is interesting, of course, is this figure. We have roughly, with slight fluctuations, around 30,000 euros expenditure every month. And sometimes we wonder, how is it covered? But of course, Srila Prabhupada used to say that Madhava is the Lord of Lakshmi. So she can provide all we need. But at the same time, of course, is the community effort, that inspires the inspiration. We all carry Krishna in our heart and the endeavor of the local devotees. And somehow, by our endeavors, devotion, dedication, by all of your contributions also, this is possible that we maintain this place. But of course, at the same time, there are always, you could say, narrow gaps, especially in the winter. So therefore, Paramahamsa Gaura Prabhu had this very, I think, great idea. We will expand on this Diwali festival every year more and more. Next year, probably we will have kind of like a Christmas market outside with many stands. And so in this way, we can have a celebration, celebrating Diwali, and at the same time, creating a festival that can help maintain the temple also during the winter. So there are some areas that still need renovation. Some of the facades are done. Some other of the facades that are still pending. So there's some estimations how much would be needed to finish all the pending renovations. And big projects that were planned for this year and next year, especially guest house. So currently we were using this summer glamping tents, which you might know. Noch eins. Noch eins. Noch eins. Yes, so these are the glamping tents. And some of the guests who were a little bit adventurous, they very much appreciate it. But some other guests were also a little bit concerned about camping. They might have been afraid of some insects crawling inside or maybe the storm being too strong. But it was a very good option to expand our facility in the guest house or during big celebrations. But ultimately, our plan is to expand, and I'll show you in a second also a little bit more about it. I mentioned already the female ashram is, especially the bathroom area, is in strong requirement of renovation. Kannst du das nächste machen? Yes, and this next. So these are some of the plans that we have for new guest houses. We probably will be, during this winter, with the blessings of the Lord and the support of devotees here, Gaur Mohan, also Nanda Krishna. We have a team trying to work out permissions. So if everything goes well, we hope that spring next year we might be able to start the construction of a new guest house. So the first idea was to construct small huts like you see there. But ultimately the authorities told us we can't really build many huts in the fruit orchard like we were planning. We have to build within the compound more. So we will have, instead of a small hut or a few smaller chalets, we will have one big guest house. And some additional houses as well. Kannst du das nächste machen? So these are some points about the requirements that needed to be done. So we need to expand into new building, but also the guest house, which would be empty, would of course need renovation. Dann das nächste. Und das nächste. So if you want to support us, you're always welcome to become a patron member. We have this poster outside which explains some of the benefits that you can have. We send regularly Mahaprasadam. Once, twice, or twice a year you can get Mahaprasadam plus some other benefits. And next is, so this is a short overview. Different levels of support that you can do. Of course, this is only the, you could say, financial part. Kannst du den nächsten machen und den nächsten auch noch? Und den nächsten? Yes, thank you very much. So, Hare Krishna. So especially by coming here regularly, it's also a great support. We always feel, actually, it's sometimes we try to, put different, donation boxes in different places or animate people to become members. But ultimately, we can really see when we have many people coming as guests, generosity is naturally there, and we can always see in the Dana Patra, it always fills up naturally. So yeah, I just think if you come regularly and keep coming, invite your friends, and if you want to be more involved, don't hesitate to get in touch. We have many areas where we can engage you, where you can assist us, so we can maintain this place. In one sense, you could say we have a little bit growing pains. So teenagers, when they're growing, they have some pain, but it's good pain. So we need to grow, we need more space. At the same time, we need more people, and we have little space, so we need to create more space so that the natural development can happen with all of your support. Hare Krishna. Shri Shri Prahlad Lakshmani Singari Bhagavan ki jai. Simhachalam Dham ki jai. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So now we will continue with a short narration by Narahari Mataji, and I will also interrogate her. Narahari Mataji, those who don't know her, she has been here since more than 40 years, cooking for the Lord. And one of her favorite topics is Ram Katha, Ram Leela. So I would like to ask her to invite her to